Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201. Obviously, first we're going to talk about the fact that now that the SAG Awards have concluded, I just want to say everyone I voted for, with the exception of Best Supporting Actress, I got it completely right. Mind you, I have a ballot for a lot of these award shows. Obviously, I voted for Ariana Grande, not Zoe Saldana, because out of principle, Zoe Saldana was the lead of Emilia Perez, not the supporting lead in Emilia Perez. If anyone who has watched that movie, sadly, outside the fact you want that movie burned out of your brain, knows that you would think Zoe Saldana's character was Emilia Perez, but it was not. She was some lawyer fixer thing. Anyway, here's the complete winners, and it looks like this is basically, we already know how the Oscars are going to be. Kieran Culkin is going to win for Best Supporting Actor in the Oscars. Demi Moore is going to win for Best Actress in the Oscars. Our boy Timothée Chalamet, who did the 180 campaigning by going everywhere, and I mean everywhere, from Theo Vaughn to SNL to College Game Day. All he was missing was doing a Bill Simmons appearance, but he went everywhere and he clawed his way to make sure Adrian Brody is not going to win. And Timothée Chalamet is going to win the Oscar on next Sunday. And I'm glad. I love the Complete Unknown, and I love that I have my screener for a Complete Unknown, like the DVD screeners, not the fucking for your consideration website that they make you watch everything on, because I do love it. Also, I'm very upset because, like, you know what? Maybe Ariana Grande wins next year, because this is a good campaign, because I think everybody in Wicked is going to be nominated again next year for Wicked Part 2. And look, I'm very heartbroken because Monica Barbaro is allegedly like dating Andrew Garfield. Sad vibes, okay? Sad vibes. Also, she looked gorgeous. But, the SAG Awards are a good indicator for the Oscar Awards, because the voting closes for both awards at the same time, and the SAG voters overlap with the Oscar voters. Usually, I'm not an Oscar voter yet. Sad vibes. But anyway, let's move first to Severance, and then we're going to talk about White Lotus. Severance season 2, episode 6. Everybody's fucking, and a lot of cheating and a lot of confusing things happen. So Heliar and Marcus got, did the fucking nasty at work in some abandoned office in the severed floor, made it look like it, and that's great. And then finally, Mark in the real world met Helena while eating at a Chinese restaurant. And obviously, he doesn't know that Helena fucked his innie, right? And I also don't know if Helena knows that her innie also fucked Mark. A lot of confusing. Also, Dylan's innie, his wife prefers the innie over the outie. A lot of confusing things here, right? Because it's due consciousness. And I feel like by the end of the show, everyone's going to have reintegration happen, and we're going to get like new personas, because obviously, if you haven't realized, Innie Mark is far more confident than Outie Mark. And, like, Innie Helena is a lot more nicer than Outie Helena, but Outie Helena is like, a confident, badass bitch. And, like with Outie, Dylan is a loser. Innie Dylan is assertive and knows what he wants, and he just wants to make his wife happy. And boy, I can't wait till, like, Innie Dylan fucks his wife, right? Because, is cheating, who really knows? And also, Bert is evil. He's been working at Lumen for 20 years. And obviously, I don't think, from everyone seems to assume, Bert was never really severed at all. He's been, Dylan knows. Dylan's smart. He never trusts Bert. Okay? He knew it, Bert. Why are you doing these things, Bert? Why are you doing these? But look, Irving, obviously we know Bert was still working for Lumen, because like, he gets his house broken into, and to find out what they know, because Lumen is evil, fucking evil. Anyway, that's basically everything that happened in Severance. Oh, also, it looks like we're gonna have real integration, and Mark is gonna have the memories of both worlds and be a new persona by the next episode, which is cool. And, Mr. Milchek was just like looking at a mirror the entire episode. I don't know really what the fuck was happening. but a lot of cheating. I don't, it's a lot of really debate. Is it really cheating because it's a different consciousness, but it's the same body? It depends how you view that and how religion really works in the Severance world and all the other shit. Anyway, we're gonna swap. We're going to White Lotus episode 2 of season 3. And can I just say, the woman who plays Piper, Sarah, I should really look at this because I finally learned all the characters' names after 2 episodes. I now know everyone's character. I can look at the screen. I'm not calling them by the actors anymore. I'm like, okay, Jacqueline, Lori, and fucking what the fuck is her name? And Kate are the Cougars. Timothy's the dad. Victoria is Xanax mom. Saxon is Patrick Schwarzenegger. Piper is played by Sarah Catherine Hook, who, by the way, fantastic eyebrows. Looked so hot this episode. And listen, I have a thing for 5'6" white girls with great eyebrows. That's why I love Ella Purnell and Monica Barbaro and Lily Collins and Victoria Justice. I have a type of white girl I like, and I will not apologize for it. Okay. And we have a lot of. By the way, I'm gonna kind of guess how everyone is gonna fuck by the end of the episode. If I were to guess, right? Because we meet Valentino, who's like the massage guy. I am going to assume Lori tries to fuck Valentino, and Valentino's like not into it because obviously Lori is presented as the ugly friend of the trio. Valentino is obviously going to fuck Jacqueline. I think he's also going to fuck Piper. Piper, I think, ends up jerking off her brothers, but they don't fuck, but they get to see her naked because the incest thing and the sexual tension and the scenes with the siblings is fucking chaotic. Okay? I'm gonna guess Lori fucks Saxon, and Saxon also fucks Chloe, who is the person who is fucking Greg. And boy, we also had a great sex scene with Chelsea and Rick. And I got shout out to Amy Lou, who looks amazing. Looks so much hotter than she did in Sex Education. But I'm really team Piper all the way. I feel like Piper and Daphne would have been great friends, hot white girls. They got to do everything they want to do together. We also see that, by the way, the whole thing where if you work in television, you know that if you have an Android phone, there's a whole thing if you're not using a case on the phone for like what's allowed to be shown. So your character's not allowed to be evil if it's showing an iPhone without the case, which is why if you see cases, that's like the loophole. But Timothy's character, Tim, the dad, is using an Android phone. And no one who is rich uses an Android phone unless it's a burner phone. We know this, obviously, in real life, day to day. We know this. Anyone with an Android phone is usually it's their burner phone, and if it's their main phone, they're a bad person. It's kind of like driving a Honda Civic. It's the same rules apply to this entire situation. So Tim did some type of insider trading. I guess that's what we seem to learn. Whatever. Xanax mom, who is fuck with Victoria. I keep getting Parker Posey plays as Xanax mom. Is they all do these things. Not a lot happened. A robbery happened. And also Greg went to Dubai, I guess sometime after the Tanya death with all the money, uses a matchmaking service where he meets Chloe. He thinks Chloe's French, but she's from Quebec. And it's just like confusing. Like, why is Chloe settling for this? I get it, he's rich. This is what I understand, right? Obviously, good for Chloe. She's gonna fuck a guy closer to her age because she shouldn't be tolerating Greg. It looks like, by the way, that Chelsea and Rick really do enjoy each other. Like Chelsea likes fucking Rick. Good for them, and she thinks Saxon's disgusting. Locke's a dork who I guess really wants to like see his sister naked and like jerk off to her. Um, Piper is clearly a version with the way she was pissed off about everything, but man, great fucking eyebrows. I'm sorry, Piper is hot, 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 hot. Like, good for you, Sarah Catherine Hook. Great episode. We didn't also the dynamic with the three cougars. It seems like Kate is a messy bitch who allegedly also met Victoria at some fucking Texas party or whatever nonsense. But that's what happened. This has been a episode of Authentic with Brazil 201.